Yep. So I'm gonna make version 3 of the Deadblow Splitter. And I'm just gonna use this metal to make basically a box on the back of this normal axe. So it's already hardened. I actually already sharpened this one. It's just a shitty little true temper flint edge. And it kind of has a deformed eye. And I chose this one because it has a decent profile. It's kind of thick and it's only 2 pounds. So once I add a lot of this metal and the lead BBs, it won't be freaking 9 pounds.
This, in fact, was a lie.
Because that's too much. So my plan is to just make a square, make some angles from here to here, so it has some wedge to spread out even more. Yeah, so let's just get to it. Alright, so now that I got them all cut out, shit, that's a little hot. Oh, that's hot. Alright, oh. Fucking shit, bitch. That's a little hot, that's alright. Perfect. So, I left some of them a little long, so I got some room to make the square and then weld it. But let's weld this up, and then I'll figure out how to attach it to the axe head, and then how long I need my pieces to wedge from the bit to the dead blow action. Okay, let's go to it. No, I am not a welder by any means, but this is my welding setup. It's a Forney. Sponsor me, please. And yes, I picked it up on Amazon to try to learn how to weld, and for the most part, I got it. I'm not an expert by any means, but I enjoy doing it. So this works quite well for me and what I need, but I understand that there's a lot better ones out there. But this is what we'll be using. So, I think I have it pretty much good. I don't think it's gonna be perfect, obviously, but this is gonna be interesting, I gotta say. But, we're trying it. Version 3, baby. Let's get to welding. It's okay to me. That ain't too bad. It ain't good. I'm gonna go over it again. I'm gonna put on my gloves. Way better. Okay, on to the next one. Fucking hell, it keeps getting in my goddamn boot. Looks okay to me. Besides, this is on the inside, so who cares? It's splashing up and it's locking me up. See, if I were a real welder, I would know how to change that. If I have too much power, too fast a wire feed, or what, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up and I'll get back to you. Okay, for the most part, I got the structure of my box. I need to go over these seams on the outside. I got all the inside done, and someone suggested that I do the top and then I just drill a hole and then fill it with BBs and then weld over that hole. So you reduce the risk of the lead melting, even though it hasn't melted yet in my other stuff. But this is a smaller box and who knows. So I thought that was a good idea. So I'm gonna do that. I know people are gonna ask, so here are my welds. I'll do this. Hey, that ain't too bad, baby. That ain't too bad. Oh, damn it. This side, that side's not great. That's not too bad for a guy who doesn't know how to weld. Okay, I'm going to finish up these, and then we will drill a hole, and then we will put it, we'll put it on the back of this. I think I'm going to really flatten this part out so I have a nice good connection. And then we'll put the piece up to here, and then yes, should be good. And there we have it. That's where we load the lead BBs. Suppose it doesn't matter how we put it on, but I think we'll do that. And then we need to measure from here to here about. And then we get that piece of metal, and well, they're done. So now I have a nice flat surface to put it on there, weld it up, and it should be good to go. But I think what I want to do is I want to put this onto a handle first. I want to fit this to a handle before I have this big chunky thing on it. And then I'll go back, do the quick little welds, and it should be just fine. So I think I'm going to use this Whiskey River handle. And what I did is I used the steel and vinegar mixture. So it made this just gorgeous handle, which I love. So I'm going to fit this on here and yeah, go from there. All right, so got it fit. It actually feels really freaking nice. But as you can see, this is the natural wood. This is that vinegar and steel wool mixture. It's amazing. Anyways, this fits pretty good. I'll get the wedge ready. But for right now, I'm just gonna take it off, put this aside, and then we're gonna weld on the thing there, and then I can refit it after that. Yeah, I guess let's just do it. Look pretty good to me. I always forget to keep on my gloves. And I don't want this to get hot, so I'm going to get a piece of towel and just drape it over the bit. Because I do not want this to heat up. It'll ruin my temper, and then we're back to soft steel, and I don't like that. That's the whole reason why I'm using an axe bit and not just making the whole thing again. Okay, so now I got these pieces, and I think I'm just gonna... Should I come back a little bit more? I could come down to here. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Or maybe come way down. I could come like way down by the eye. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's do that. Then I can put a weld underneath, right under here. That's looking good, baby. This is insane. Okay, let's let this cool down and then we'll do the other side. All right. Here is the monstrosity. Honestly, I think it looks pretty good. The only thing I'm worried about is that it's a little heavy. So once we put the lead BBs in there, it just might be too heavy. I don't know. Let's weigh it right now. See if I'm gonna guess it's frick. I don't know. Maybe 8 pounds. Oh, yes. We are at 6 pounds. So I'm thinking I put 2 pounds of BBs in here. And yeah, okay. As you can see, I ground down just a little bit there and a little bit here. I could add more, but I really don't want to. And I kind of just cleaned out the sides a little bit so they're not as sharp. But this is, I got to say, it's a monstrosity. I don't know. Let's just put some BBs in it and give it a go. And what I'm thinking is I'll probably just plug it with, I don't know, I might plug it with a piece of wood because there shouldn't be a lot of force hitting up here. As I'm hitting, it's gonna be directed down there. So I don't think this will pop off. I just don't want to weld anything because what if the weight's wrong? Then I can take some out, I can put more in. I don't want to do anything permanent. So I'm just gonna make a little frickin' dowel. Basically like that, pound that in and put it on the handle. Yeah, that ain't going nowhere. Oh. There's a lot of movement. Let's put this sucker on a handle. Oh my lord. Holy shit. Okay, we're fine. Great fit. Feels good. Now we put that wedge in. See how long this handle lasts. Because it might not last very long. But the beauty of it is, it's just a normal axe, so I can put another handle on it. But I mean, hickory is very strong. That's what we use for like all of our splitting axes and axes sold in the US. And actually, it's elsewhere as well. It's actually a Kiwi company, Tuatahi, which is one of my favorites, other than Grainsforce, Brook. They import American hickory, and it's just a beast, mate. So yeah, hickory is really strong. It's a really, really nice material. So I think it can handle 8 pounds, no problem. But if it does break, we put a new handle on. Maybe a thicker one. Maybe I'll carve one out of Osage orange, which is really hard and really, really, really strong. And yeah, we'll just go from there. But for now, let's just... I hold on to the head so it doesn't bounce. And I pound her home. We bottomed out. There's still a little gap there because the eye is a little bit bulged. But oh my gosh, this feels absolutely terrible. There's way too much weight in the back. I can already tell you that this is not going to be good. So let's let this glue dry. We'll trim off the top. Maybe put another wedge in because there is a deformed eye. So there's a little gap there. So I might throw in a metal wedge to just... and then we'll try it. This is version 3 of the Deadblow. I don't think it's gonna work, but that's why I'm trying it. See you in the next one.